What's up, everybody? Today I got a very special guest. It's gonna be my homie Tobias from Australia. Uh, Tobias is a friend of mine that I met a long time ago through Facebook when I was playing shows in my old shitty metalcore band. he uh he knew about a local band from here that was real big at the time, and I think one of the vocalists and him was a mutual friend between me, and somehow we just kind of got connected that way, and we've been homies ever since, man. So I'm gonna bring him on here today. He's gonna talk to us about his life, everything he's got going on, how he newly became a father recently, and I hope y'all like it.
Hey, little turned up thotty with the body. I got money, it's no problem. Let's be honest, girl, I want it. You can pull up on me.
What's good, everybody? My name's Caleb. I'm here with my homie Tobias Jamieson from Australia. How you doing today, man? Uh,
What's going on? It lagged so bad just then.
yeah, it's all good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you going?
I'm doing good. It's like 8 o'clock at night here. It's pitch black outside.
It is midday.
Sun, yeah, the sun's all out over there.
Yeah, right. It's midday.
Y'all are like y'all are like
Yeah,
15 hours ahead of us or something.
Australia. Yeah, it's Sunday here, and it's Saturday night there.
Yeah, it's Saturday night here. Yeah, it's like 40 degrees outside or something, close to 30s. Just out of nowhere.
What's
It was
that?
like-
Is that hot or cold?
It's cold. For Houston, it's cold.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So if you say 30, 40, that's hot here, but we do Celsius and you do.
Oh, yeah.
Fahrenheit.
I was gonna say y'all do Celsius over there. Y'all do kilometers and stuff too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like 34 degrees. I'm like, fuck, that's hot as. Hot in our balls. But
yeah, it's a big. Y'all use kilograms for weight too, huh?
Yeah, kgs.
Oh, okay. That's like 2.2 pounds for one.
Yeah, I can never fucking understand. It's always like when you all say how much you're lifting and stuff. I'm like, it looks heavy. And you do it in kgs. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty heavy.
If I say like 200 pounds, you divide that by 2.2, and that's how many kilograms.
Quick maths. I'm not good at maths.
I don't know what it is.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Close enough.
Sounds good.
Speaking of lifting, I've seen that you've been having yourself a little body transformation lately. There you go, drinking some fat burner right now.
Yeah. I didn't realize how fat I was till I had a kid, and I didn't even have the kid. I just held the kid. So yeah. I told my boy, and I saw a photo of him. I was like, I'm fat as fuck, and no one says shit.
Well, that means you got good friends around you if nobody's gonna say it.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, 1st of January I started.
That's what's up.
I've dropped 10 kilos.
Okay.
I don't know what that is in pounds.
That's 22 pounds in America. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Quick math. No, that's what's up.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's good shit. Hell yeah.
And you? Man, I remember watching your transformation. That was wild.
Man, that was a bad time. I look back at them pictures now, man. Like I went somewhere today. My niece had a birthday party, and her grandma was like, "Hey, you look so good." She was like, "I remember at the wedding a few years ago." She's like, "You lost so much weight. I'm so happy for you." And I was like, "Well, thanks." You know, like hardly anybody that I know nowadays remembers me from back then, unless it's like my close friends or anybody like you know, that I've just known over the years, you know, like, but it's been a long journey.
I just remember you skating, and I was blown away.
Everybody was like, I remember
a 360 flip, and I was like, holy shit, that man can do a 360 flip.
Yeah, I was like 388 pounds. 388 pounds doing tray flips and shit. Crazy. Yeah.
because I used to always be like, I'm too heavy to skate, and then I seen you, I'm like, I'm just gonna shut up and not even say anything. There's
Yeah.
this man doing 360 flips.
Those were good times. I've been meaning to
Well,
get back
yeah.
into skating, man. I'm doing this cut right now, and I can't afford to get hurt right now.
I was gonna say you also seem like a very busy man lately
Yes,
with work.
I got a new job, all
But
kinds of stuff.
and YouTube's not easy.
YouTube's not easy at all. Yeah, you know about YouTube. James, Tobias got a YouTube. We'll plug it in.
Yeah,
We'll plug it in later. Um,
yeah. I had a YouTube many moons ago, so I had a YouTube for Call of Duty.
oh, okay. How was that?
It was good, man. It was really good. I got to like it was probably 10 years ago, and I had like 30,000 subscribers.
Oh shit. Dude, the
But then
Call
I
of
got
Duty
hacked
scene.
and shit. And
Oh, the Call of Duty scene is like one of the like most like competitive things ever, but a lot of people support you, like it's crazy.
it was definitely crazy back in the day. It was
Yeah.
wild. That was when Skype was like really big thing.
Yeah.
And, yeah, met a lot of cool people from it, so it was good.
That's what's up. That's always a good time. What color's your hair right now,
Yeah,
man?
and
I saw you changing it up the other
it
day.
was meant it was meant to be blue, but I haven't done anything with it since I did it. It's
Oh, okay.
weird. It's wild. It's light blue now. It's almost green.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
looks white from
it's
here.
different.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's faded heaps. I definitely need to redo it.
Yeah.
It's weird,
It happened. I
but
remember
I'm
dyeing
losing
my
it.
hair.
I'm going bald,
Oh
so I need
shit.
to do something with it. Yeah,
Oh
fuck.
yeah. You did say that. You sent me a Snapchat the other day and said, "Hey, I'm going bald. Might as well dye my hair while I got it."
Yeah, that's it. I was like, fuck, I'm going wacky. Now I'm thinking of what I do next. Dennis Rodman for inspiration.
Oh my god, Dennis Rodman. Good man. um,
He had some
so
wild hairdos.
he
He had
does.
some wild hairdos.
Everything about him's wild. He's like best friends with Kim Jong Il. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, say less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
fucking oath.
so you're from Australia, man. Like, what's it like over
Melbourne.
there? What's it like over there, man?
You know what, man? It's not that much different from America. There is a lot of things that are different, but it's not too bad. It's a lot smaller than America, that's for sure.
Look,
But
I seen like animals that y'all got over there, man. Like, are those things real?
yeah, we got some wild animals over here. Everything in Australia wants to kill you, like everything.
Shit.
Like I don't know if you've seen it the other day, but a while ago, it's pretty bad. There was a shark attack in Sydney, and everyone was just filming it,
Just
fishing
nothing they could
still,
do.
just fishing. Nothing they could do. So they was filming it.
Dude,
Big 9 foot great white shark.
I love
Yeah,
sharks. Like, look, I got a
I
shark
know.
necklace. I could track my own shark wherever. I got shark tattoos on my sleeve. My sleeve's the ocean. Like,
I see some
that's
sharks. It's not fun.
tell me about some sharks. Tell me about a shark time.
Well, okay, when I was surfing, so we just went out and like all these other people just came in and we were like, that's interesting. Not many. It was still the surf was good, but we were like, oh, well, we'll be right. And then we were like fucking around for half an hour, and I paddled over a wave and I heard someone yell shark, and then I seen the big great white shark, and it was probably I don't know a good 100 meters away. So I was like, fuck this, I'm in, I'm out. So I fucking went straight back in. But the biggest shark I've seen personally in the water.
Damn.
It was huge.
Like me, just
Mm.
being me, I'm like, I want to go pet it, but I know I can't because I know that it's gonna eat me.
It will definitely.
Yeah, like I know it's gonna eat me, but I want to pet it because I just love sharks. It's different though. I mean,
Yeah,
I know like going out there and being around them, like I probably wouldn't like them as much as I do now. Like, but
yeah. Have you all got where you're in Houston? Is there water around you?
Galveston in the Gulf of Mexico. You don't see
Oh,
much
so
out there.
there's yeah, I was gonna say, but there's big sharks there, isn't there?
Sometimes, yeah. I actually have an app on my phone that lets me track sharks that they tagged all over the world, and
Oh, true.
yeah, and you can see them out there every now and then.
We have bull sharks. They're hectic.
Bull sharks are, yeah,
So we just
like
had a
I've
big
seen.
flood here,
Mhm.
and there was bull sharks getting around in car parks.
Getting around in what?
In the car parks because of
It
the
flooded
floods.
that bad?
It flooded that bad.
Oh,
So someone said that they found a 8-foot bull shark down by the pub at one of the pubs that was on the water, and then there was one in Boondall, which is like ages away from water. But yeah,
so you're telling me you weren't near water in one of them places, but they still found a shark over there?
yeah, it was in the water. Yeah, well, because it flooded so bad, yeah,
Was
it's
that the
just
other
at the
day when you
shops
was
swimming
that the other
around.
day when you sent me videos of how bad it was raining there?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it was bad, man.
yeah. Look, everybody, Tobias sent me like videos of how bad it was raining. And this is how I know Australians are built different because he sends it to me. He's like, "Yeah, mate, it looks a little bad over here." He shows me, and I'm like, "Oh, if that was me, I would be in my house being like, I better not fucking flood like I did for the hurricanes again." And he's just like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
hurricanes are
it
different.
it happens." And I'm like, "Dude, what the hell?" Like the rain there looked like a hurricane, like you would see here.
Yeah, it was
But
sideways.
yeah, it was. I remember. Ugh,
Yeah, no, it was
damn,
pretty wild. It was a
I
wild
bet.
weekend, that's for sure. It was just
So
annoying because you couldn't go anywhere. That was the shittest part.
oh yeah, I bet, man. Like being stuck at your house when you're like forced to be there. Like during quarantine, man, I was so restless. The best thing about it was I still got to go to work, but like even that sucked
Yeah,
because I was just going to work, like couldn't go do nothing. My gym was
yeah,
shut down for like 6 months
yeah,
straight. I had to work out at home,
yeah,
do
no,
all kinds of shit. Like, um,
yeah,
so
yeah, no.
so how far do you live from like the coast? Like how close are you to a beach?
Well, technically there's a beach in Brisbane, but it's pretty terrible.
Oh, okay.
But good 40 minutes,
See,
so not
that's
far at
how it
all.
is. That's how it is in Houston. Like I said, we only got Galveston. Galveston's like a 45-minute drive, and it's not great at all. It's cool for like, the nostalgia of it, but everything else, no.
Yeah,
But there's a little beach in this little town called LaPorte that's like down the freeway from here. And I think it's part of the Gulf too, but it's just like a little side road. And that's probably the
yeah,
second closest thing we got over here. Anything else, you got to drive 4 hours to go to Corpus Christi or, somewhere else. And then at that point, you might as well just not
yeah,
be in
no,
Texas no more. Like I went to
yeah.
Cali and I went to Venice
Ah,
Beach, and Venice Beach was great. Like
I wish I went to Venice. I went to like what's the pier called again? Um,
Santa Monica.
what's the fuck? Santa Monica. And then we
Yeah,
walked for a bit, but I didn't realize how far of a walk Venice is
Venice
from
is really
Santa Monica.
close.
I thought it was
Yeah,
just like
Venice
just
Beach.
as soon as you.
It's like a long walk, but it's right next to it. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
It's
they're
like
right
what, a
next to
half an
each
hour
other.
walk maybe?
Yeah, they're like right next to each other, but walking there is like far enough that you're like, man, if I don't have to do this, I don't want to. Like when I went, we didn't get to go
Yeah,
to
that's
Santa
it.
Monica.
I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, nah. I went for a little walk, and I was like, oh yeah, I think it's just here. And then I was like, oh, kept walking, and then I got distracted because I seen a basketball court. I seen
yeah.
people playing basketball, and I thought it'd be like what I saw on YouTube. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's gonna be all hood like. I'm walking over. I'm like, it was just a couple of white guys playing basketball. God damn.
Man, when I went, I wanted to go to Muscle Beach so bad, and Muscle Beach was closed because they were doing a bodybuilding contest
Oh,
the
bro.
next week.
Same.
I couldn't go. I was like, "Damn it!" All right,
Oh,
yeah. Like I walked up to it, and everything, and it
when
was
I
gone.
went, when you come straight off this. Oh,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah.
When I the Santa Monica Pier, straight off the pier was like these swing sets, big swing sets. But it's hot, like it's fucking hot day. And here's this dude like dressed in like all snow outfit. And I was like, what the fuck is this dude wearing? And then he just starts like handing you chalk so you can chalk your hands and do wild shit. And I was like, man, I am not the type of person to do anything like this. I will just stand back and happily watch. But there were some crazy motherfuckers doing crazy shit, doing backflips and stuff.
What the? Uh, yeah. When I went there, we were we went to Venice and we hung out on the beach for like the whole day. But the day before that, or 2 days before that, one of the two, we went and walked around Hollywood, and I went and saw the Hollywood High 16 set. And I was like, this is amazing because this was in every Tony Hawk game that I played growing up. I watched all my favorite skaters kill this spot
Yeah,
growing
yeah,
up. Like I went and took a picture at it. It was my profile picture on Facebook for like a year and a half. Like I remember going to see it and I was like,
yeah,
this is so fucking sick. But there was nobody skating it the day I was there. So I was like,
yeah,
okay, cool. I'll take a picture while I'm here, because nobody's skating it. I was like, I don't want to get in the way of anybody skating.
yeah,
And I went there, took a picture there, and I wanted to go look around and see if I could find anything else from like any of the games. And we're walking around, and every single thing in my head, everybody's like, "This was in San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto," and I'm looking around going, "This was in Tony Hawk's
yeah,
American
yeah,
Wasteland. This was in American Wasteland. This was in American Wasteland."
yeah,
And I get to this
yeah,
mall, and I'm like, "Okay, in American Wasteland, there's a mall right here, and if you turn around, there's an old school movie theater like directly behind it." I'm at the mall. I turn around and look, and there's an old school movie theater right behind it. And I was like, "Yo!" So everywhere I went, I was like, "This was an American Wasteland. This was an American Wasteland the whole time." I was
yeah.
like, I was
It's
like
crazy how
fangirling the whole time.
realistic some of those games were.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we went to Rodeo Drive just to like look at it, just to drive down it. And the whole time
yeah.
I was like, I cannot afford anything on this street. I don't know why I'm here,
Yep,
but
yep.
I just want to look at it.
Fucking
Like, bro, we drove down that street and I felt my
yeah.
wallet lose $600 just by looking at it. Oh,
We walked down it and because we were staying in Beverly Hills and I was like, this place is fucking expensive. And then I just saw
you were
like I
staying
think
in
like a
Beverly.
couple of like celebrities. Yeah, yeah.
We
We stay in nice places.
we stayed
America
in
cost me.
we stayed in an Airbnb, a 3-story Airbnb, and it started off with 6 people in it. By the time we left, there was 13. And
Shit.
yeah, yeah, it was crazy. Uh, 3-story Airbnb in Koreatown, right in the hood part of it too. I would wake up every morning, go for a 30-minute jog, and I was like, "Oh, this reminds me of my neighborhood. That's what's up." Okay, and I would come back every morning, be awake before everybody. Like 6 o'clock there was 8 o'clock here, so I would be awake.
Yeah,
Everybody else would be asleep as
yeah,
shit. And whole time I'm like, damn, somebody needs to wake up. So I'd wake people up, or I'd go to the gym by myself, stuff like that, because I had a pass to my gym. I could go to anyone in the country, go work out alone,
yeah.
come back. Everybody'd still be asleep. I'd have to sit there for an hour before anybody woke up. Every single morning, I'd be like, "You motherfuckers are wasting our time in Cali. I need y'all to wake up when I wake up." And yeah,
That's fine. I'm
you
lucky.
went
I
and
did that in Japan, and that was
oh,
weird.
you went and saw the Lakers play, didn't
Sorry,
you?
because
No, you could.
I did. That was the whole reason why I went to America.
Yeah, I
The
know you're a
whole
Lakers fan.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we bought tickets for the Lakers before we even bought our flights, any accommodation, anything. And then it was before he announced his retirement. So like we were the row back before floor seats or whatever they call floor seats. It was just where they just fenced it off. So we were in the seventh row. It was like, oh fuck yeah! And then I think it was 2 weeks later he came out and announced his retirement, and then our tickets like went through the roof. Like we paid 350 each, I think it was, and then they ended up being like 700 each.
It's
So yeah,
crazy.
I was like, we could sell them and make some money, but fuck that, you're never gonna see
Nah,
Kobe Bryant again.
and
So I
you were
was sick.
right.
I got on the TV and everything.
That's
Yeah,
sick,
I
dude.
was right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I got on the big screen. It was wild. It was good.
that's crazy. That's a memory you're gonna have for the rest of your life. You're gonna tell your son about it someday because obviously you're gonna raise your son to be a Lakers fan, and
Yeah,
like you're gonna be able to tell
definitely.
him about it someday. Like that's what's up.
Although it's pretty, they're pretty hard to watch at the moment. But
I was
yeah,
gonna say, did you see my Rockets beat them the other night?
man. To be honest, I just sort of like haven't really watched anything lately because like I just get mad disappointed.
I didn't watch it either. But we were live streaming for our Wednesday show during the game, and the whole time I was like, I hope Tobias is watching this because I'm gonna bring it up whenever me and him do our episode. And yeah, they ended up winning in overtime, and it was all
Nah,
LeBron's fault
fuck.
that they lost too. It was great.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
LeBron like he went
I
to
can't
he
keep
went to
up at
like
the
pass
moment.
it to somebody. He went to like pass it to somebody instead of just doing the layup. If he had done the layup, they would have won or something. And he
Yeah,
passed it, and they missed the shot. So
probably
they
passed
went
it to
to.
Westbrook.
I think it was.
I'm not gonna lie, it probably was. I haven't even watched it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I said at the start of the season we should have traded that motherfucker. I said that. Said it. I'm sorry. Like I like Russell Westbrook, but I just had a feeling that it was never gonna work.
That's
And then
crazy. Like thinking about Russell Westbrook lost to his old team, and LeBron lost to the team that he did not want to come to because he said he did not like Houston as a city.
well,
Yeah.
he lost.
Yeah.
He might like him now.
No, no, no,
He
no.
might.
He's gonna be a baby forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
But
that's fucking wild.
yeah.
Ah,
So for anybody that's watching this, Tobias is from Australia, as we've stated. He is actually a fan of a lot of really good bands that are from Australia that I also happen to be a fan of, such as the Amity Affliction, or one of my top
yeah,
5 favorite bands, Parkway Drive. I have
yeah.
Parkway Drive lyrics on my elbow right here. Uh,
I had Parkway Drive tattooed on my leg.
all right, see, there you go. Uh, have you ever ran into any of them while you're out, like surfing or anything?
Um, not really, but like growing up in Byron Bay, like as a kid, like they weren't really that big till I got older. But
Yeah.
every now and then you go back. I always drive past their house,
Oh wow.
like when I go to Byron Bay. I like it's pretty obvious where they live.
Yeah.
So yeah, you always just drive past their house and just see if they're there. Just like fangirl out the front. But
Yeah.
yeah, same thing. Grew up with Amity Affliction. One of my good mates, he was good friends with them as well. Like they used to sleep at his house and shit like that.
That's sick.
So I've grown up with them, so it's been pretty good. And it's
We
crazy
got
how
Mhm.
big they are now.
Yeah, we got some bands like that from Texas. Like one of my favorite Texas bands of all time is this band called I Am. And another band from Sherman, Texas called Kublai Khan. I know you heard of Kublai Khan. Uh both of them I used to watch play to like nobody at venues. And now they're both
Yeah,
two gigantic bands touring the world and shit. Like I Am was just on tour with Nile the other day. Kublai Khan's got Scott from Terror on one of their songs with him, touring all over the place, signed to Rise Records. Like seeing them play to
yeah,
groups of like 10 people and that's it, to what they're doing now. It's tight.
yeah. It's
Like,
like I don't know if you I don't know if we wouldn't have been Snapchat friends, but like I used to do security, and I ended up doing security at one of the venues here that like does hardcore music and
mhm.
stuff. And then they ended up, one of the owners or something became. We have this Good Things festival, and that's when all the big metal bands came. but it opened up the door to like a lot of other like bands coming and playing. So
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of bands, and I got to work with a lot of bands, which was pretty cool. Ice Nine Kills, Dance Gavin Dance, Senses Fail, yeah, just heaps. So I've met some pretty cool bands as
That's
well.
what's up.
And then like the after party, I've drank with the Offspring, All Time Low. Now I
Yeah.
have to shout out All Time Low is probably one of the best bands I've like ever met. Like everyone was like, so they played Good Things Festival. It's hot as fuck because it's December, so it's like full blown summer. It's like they played there, whatever. Then they went to the after party, and then they set up the place. They set up like anyone could go up and play the drums, guitar, whatever. All Time Low went up and played for an hour and a half, and they just played like random covers, whatever, and like they just kept playing. And everyone else out the back was like, "Holy fuck!" All Time Low just still just jamming out, having fun. That was pretty cool.
That's what's up. I yeah, I never met them, but a friend of mine I used to work with was really, really like I think she's still so in love with that band, and she's met them so many
Yeah,
times talking about, "Oh, I met them, cried because I just love them so much," and I'm like, "Okay, that's what's up," like that's
yeah,
cool. Like to
yeah,
know that like people, stay humble about stuff, because it's hard to make it, and a lot of people get caught up in it over the time and they're just like, "Oh, I'm a rock star, I don't gotta listen to nobody, like I can do what I want."
yeah,
So to hear
yeah,
that, big bands are actually like still just genuine people, that's always cool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, the Offspring are pretty genuine. They're pretty fucking very, very humble guys.
They
So it
don't
was
seem
funny
like they
as
would
like
be at all.
no, and like so I was about to leave. It's like so Good Thing Festival's on a Sunday.
Mhm.
So like I get hammered drunk, and then when I go to the after party, I used to always have a bottle of Sailor Jerry ready for me. So I was like half a bottle deep, and then I'm like, I've got to go home because I have work first thing in the morning. And it's like 12 o'clock. As I'm walking out the door, they literally rock up, and I just turn to the manager and I'm like, looks like I'm staying for a bit more. And I walk back out, and I was like, at first, real shy, just hanging around, like seeing what they were doing. Like all the bands were coming up, chatting to them. And I snuck in and had a couple of drinks and said hello. And they were so friendly, man, so nice. I was like, did not expect that,
Yeah,
but
that's what's
same as
I've
Escape the Fate.
really
Yeah, they're actually really chill, really,
I've
really
met
chill.
I met the singer like 4 times and he was always cool. The drummer was a
Yeah.
dick anytime I met him, but everybody else was
So I
pretty
haven't
okay.
met the drama. I
Okay.
met K Trash and Craig. What's his last name? Whatever the
Mabbit.
lead singer, Mabbit. That's it. I
Yeah.
was gonna say Madden for some reason, but yeah. And they were cool lads. Like they get annoyed when girls would run up and like fangirl and like scream in their ear and shit.
Yeah,
But like we just kicked back and had a couple of drinks and like they were actually pretty nice guys. I was pretty blown away.
that's what's up.
He
Yeah,
did
I met
talk about his daughter, but
yeah.
it was pretty nice.
Yeah, I met him like 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4, like I said. I have a piece of his tour bus that my best friend tore off of his bus one year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
why.
That's pretty
I
wild.
don't know why we
Yeah.
saw him one night and he just kinda tore that piece off for some reason, and I have it
Yeah,
somewhere.
right. Yeah, right.
Don't know why. Still to this day. I got stuff
Yeah,
that,
right.
like, I got from bands and stuff over the years, and yeah. Like, I have a belt that I wear every
Like,
day because it's the only belt that fits me anymore, and it's signed by, like, August Burns Red, Miss May I, and, Motionless in White.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right.
so
So one of my best friends, he loves Motionless in White.
oh, really?
Like he's obsessed. Yeah, he has like the singer tattooed on him. Like
Oh, shit.
shit. Yeah.
See, I
He
can't
actually
mhm.
he got because so how me and you met was Weather Eye,
Yeah.
and I can't remember exactly if it was because of him or at that time like we were just finding cool bands. I can't remember if he showed me or if I showed him that band. and then like because they followed me on Instagram or something like that, and then and then we became close. We became friends for that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he showed me them originally.
that's what's
Which
up.
was pretty cool.
It's crazy to think about the way you met people on the internet that actually became like friends of yours over the time. Like you just said, you and me met because of a band
Yeah,
from Houston that just happened to like have a big break at one point. Like, and that band's actually back now. That's what's up.
yeah.
Like, I used to watch. The first time
I
I saw
know,
that band
I
was
know.
a
I was like, yeah,
yeah. Like I saw that band play at our venue we had here called Walters at one point, and you know, the singer had the same name as me. He just spelled it with a K. So me and him were cool immediately.
yeah, right.
And then Josh is the one that you had on Facebook. And
Yeah,
that's how me and you met because I think he said something about my band on there one time and I commented on it and that's just kind of how it went. But yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy to think about the way that stuff like that happens. So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, it's pretty wild. Josh is a good dude as well. He's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Speaking
He's
of
in the club
wild,
as well.
wild, you got any wild stories out there in Australia, man?
Yeah, I got plenty of wild stories.
All right, tell me
I
some
got
that won't get
wild,
you
wild
caught up.
stories. Oh, I don't really care, eh? Like I have zero fucks, so I don't really
Oh, okay.
care.
All right, then go for it.
I don't know. I guess what do you want? Like embarrassing, funny? Because I think
Whatever you got, man,
the
just
most
tell me something.
one of the most embarrassing funny stories I ever have was I think I was like 17, 18 at the time, and I was just like I was a bad alcoholic at this stage, and I think I'd smashed a whole bottle of Jim Beam, and then decided to go back to like where everyone usually hangs out, and I caught up with this chick on the bus, and we started getting it on pretty good, and then we went back to just hanging out in the park and stuff. It was just me and her. Have you seen that? You seen Knocked Up?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the scene where he forgets to put the condom on because he can't remember how?
Yeah.
That was me. I
Oh,
legit forgot how to. And then she was like getting real mad and we were on a park bench. She's like, just hurry up. And I was like, all right. So I just went to ram it straight in and I missed. And I went straight into the park bench and I got a splinter in my dick. So yeah, that was pretty good.
Tobias, goddamn.
And then because I bodyboard, so I woke up the next morning, my dick's all fucked, and then I could barely walk because everything was hurting. But everyone was like, "The surf's so good, we got to go surfing." I was like, "All right, sounds good." And like, what a few of my friends, they were sort of pro bodyboarders at the time, so we're like, "All right, we're going to meet up with some other pro bodyboarders." And like one of them's like, what was one of my favorite bodyboarders of all time, and here I am, can't do shit, looking like a special person out in the water because I couldn't like even just get on my board properly. I was like, this is the worst time of my life. So I told my favorite bodyboarder that I had a splinter in my dick. He was just like, what the fuck are you saying? But yeah, that was pretty wild. It was pretty good.
I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, do I look shitty and these guys just never want to hang out with me again? Or do I
That's
tell them
why I
what's
said what I
going
said.
on? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I get it.
that was my exact thought in my head. I was like, either these guys are never gonna want to hang out with me, or I just tell them what's up. So I just told them what's up,
Might as
and
well. I
that's
mean,
how
what
it
do you got
was.
to lose at that point?
That's it. Hey, that's how I live my life. You know, I've always been that person that I don't care if you laugh at me as long as I can laugh at myself as well.
Oh, I know.
So
I've had you on
I'm always a
Snapchat for
fast
years.
man.
Like I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, as you
uh,
yeah,
did you
you
ever
can
see the
see my
chick again?
Snapchat gets pretty full on. Nah, definitely not. And I think I went to a house party one time. She had a house
Oh,
party and that was it. But that was real weird and awkward, so I just sort of like left it as is. And I got hit. Oh no, one of my friends got hit by a car, so that sort of saved me.
what?
Yeah, they walked out and got hit hit by another friend that was driving past. So yeah, that saved me by the bell. So yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
My younger days were pretty wild.
you say you were a pretty bad alcoholic at like 17 or 18. What's the legal drinking age in Australia?
18.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I knew
You
it wasn't
start drinking at
21.
18.
I knew it wasn't 21 like it was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's good. Well, I don't know if it's good, but yeah. Because I
It's
know a few
legal.
Americans that have come over. They're like, yeah, they're like 20, and because I worked at backpackers, like they will be like, oh fuck yeah, we can drink and shit. I'm like, yeah, what? Can't you drink back in America? They're like, nah, you'll be 21. I'm like, oh shit, that might be a good thing,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
I think they just put smoking to 21 in America too. It used to be 18.
yeah, right, yeah,
Yeah.
right. You can
Um
still buy. I think I don't know. I've never smoked, so I never had to worry about that
yeah,
stuff.
I've never drank alcohol or anything. I'm just yeah.
Oh, you never have? Oh,
No.
you're probably lucky.
No,
If you
I
saw me
my
back, so
mhm.
I was so bad that my doctor, when I was 17, he told me, he looked me in the eyes and was like, because so I have a sip of alcohol, like any alcohol. I just have one little sip and I get the worst stomach pains. I throw up into a ball. I'd be like that for 5, 10 minutes. And then as soon as the pain went away, I'd just drink. And then, so like, my mum finally took me to see a doctor about it. And the doctor just looked me in the eye and goes, I'm not sure what's wrong with you, but I'm going to tell you right here, right now, stop fucking drinking. Because he's like, it's definitely ruining something. And I was like, it's pretty bad when a doctor doesn't know what's wrong with you and is telling you to stop. So when I first turned 18, I did like a year sober.
Okay. Did it help?
And that was pretty good. Yeah, for a bit. And I started drinking heavy again.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
then
they
it
need
came,
yeah.
and then it came back. But yeah,
Did
I
they
don't
ever
drink that
find
much
out what it
anymore.
was?
I think I just tore my lining so bad in my stomach that I had nothing there. So
I
I'm
was
not
gonna say
100% sure.
it sounds like it might have been like an ulcer or something, but
That's
I
what
mean,
he thought. He thought it might have been an ulcer, but he goes, I like it's not coming up or anything like that. So he wasn't 100% sure. And then like, because I was just drinking alcohol straight, he goes, that's not a good thing.
yeah,
So
like
I'd finish
damn,
two
man.
bottles on the weekend. I'd go Friday night full bottle straight, Saturday night full bottle straight. So yeah, all because I got over sharing my drinks.
Yeah,
I got over it.
goddamn.
So yeah.
Uh,
Plus, plus we had alcohol taxes brought in Australia, which like made alcohol really expensive.
oh, okay.
Because alcohol over there is pretty cheap. Here in
Mhm.
Australia, it's shit. Like it's not bad, but you go to other countries and the alcohol's so cheap.
Yeah,
Like
I've heard that like alcohol in America is probably one of the like best bargains you can get because you can get like really, really, really cheap alcohol at places.
yeah, yeah,
Like you could go to the corner store and buy stuff for like $5, you know, like
yeah. I mean, if you're buying $5 stuff here, it's like it's called passion pop. I don't know if you have that over there, but it's like it's it's goon. Do you know what goon is?
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it was in a bottle. But it fucking, if you were 16, so that's what you drank, passion pop. It'll fuck you up. So yeah.
Well, it's like a friend of mine when he wanted to start drinking, his brother like bought him some stuff, and he said, "You want something that you can sip on, or you want something that'll get you fucked up right away?" And he was like, "Fucked up right away," so he went and bought him like 10 bottles of Mad Dog, you know, the MD 2020,
Yeah, right.
and that stuff is like apparently rubbing alcohol with like food coloring almost. Like you're
Oh
just gonna get
shit.
trashed off of it basically. Like, and it's
Yeah, right.
like $2 a bottle for a bottle this
Oh,
big, you know, like.
yeah, yeah.
But you can buy it at any
So
corner store.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
We drank 52 liters of goon in 1 week between five of us.
Why?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember. But our house was pretty fucking wild at the time, eh? And I remember my housemate was like, let's just get fucked up and go out every night. I was like, sweet as. And then
I mean,
one of my mates that was in a band, he was just south. He was just on my couch, like couch surfing, and like he was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's get goon. I was like, okay, and I just remember like we just smashed it so hard, and because they're kind of cool, because you like when you finish with the goon bag, you fucking blow it up, and then you got a pillow.
Okay.
I don't know if you, I don't know. Have you ever heard of Goon of Fortune?
I have not.
Okay. So in America, I don't know. Do you have like clotheslines, like where the ones where they like spin outside?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know that we have them in Houston.
So here, it's a game. So you put the goon bag on the clothesline, peg it up, and then you spin it. And then if it lands on you, you got a skull. And you just keep doing that till the bag's finished, or last man standing.
Oh, okay.
So it's called Goon of
Damn.
Fortune.
Y'all
Pretty
have
good.
y'all got y'all got death wishes over there, huh?
Oh, Australia knows how to party.
That's what I'm kind of like putting together right now. Like, damn, if I ever go to Australia, I'm gonna need to just know where the fuck I'm at and know what the hell's going on and not take no drinks
Yeah,
from nobody. Like the second I tell someone
yeah.
I'm sober, they're gonna slap me. Like I'm a fight. Like that's how it goes down, huh?
No, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Because you're straight edge.
I am.
Yeah, yeah. So we got there's a thing here as
Yeah.
well. It's
Well, I
not
was.
it's not as popular as what it used to be. That's for sure.
It's not like that popular anywhere anymore. You know,
Yeah, right.
Winston from Parkway Drive is probably one of the only people that I know in like big bands that's still straight edge to this day. Other than like
Yeah, right.
Vincent from the Acacia Strain and a couple others. But other than
Yeah,
that, like it's not as big as it used to be. Everybody either broke or they just don't care anymore, like
yeah. They just give zero fucks.
yeah, and I learned a long time ago growing up that if I was gonna stay sober and everything, it's a lot easier to just say I'm straight edge because then I don't get questions as to why, like if I just say, "Hey,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
drink," they're like, "Why don't you drink? Why not? Why blah blah blah?" And I'm just like, "I don't want
yeah,
to," and then it turns into a whole big thing. But if I'm like, "Nah, I'm straight edge," they're like, "Oh, that's cool,"
yeah. Sweet
like
as. Easy
yeah, I
peasy.
learned that a long time ago. So
Yeah, that makes life a little bit easier then.
yeah, yeah, it makes things a lot easier whenever I'm hanging out with people and stuff, and I don't want to deal with stuff.
Yeah. I I try. I've calmed down heaps now. I try to like party, but I can't party like I used to. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've seen your Snapchat, and sometimes you have stuff on there, and I'm like, dude, Australia is the place to go. Like,
Yeah, it gets pretty wild.
yeah, like you'll just send me
Um,
videos of you like drifting your car around, and I'm like, it's the middle of the day, you're just doing that, like,
yeah, but I mean, you're not supposed to do that. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
like
but
the police don't like me that much. It's calmed down a fair bit since I've had
the
a
cops
kid.
don't like me over here either. Don't worry.
Oh, that's good. Sweet. So I know
Yes.
where to go to when I come hang out.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm
I know
running.
where I'm going when I come to hang out.
But yeah, I feel like the police are different. Like they have so much to do over there. Here they don't have so much to do.
Yeah, no,
There's
there's a
not
lot
that
going
much to
on.
do.
There's a lot going on in Houston lately. It's got like it's the '90s again.
Yeah, right.
There's like all
I want
kinds
to
of
go
crazy
to.
shit going.
I need to go back to Texas. I want to go to Texas so bad.
Do it, man.
I
And
need
if
to
you
go to
come to
Austin.
Austin's tight. San Antonio's cool. Don't go
Where?
to Dallas.
Where? Yeah, I've seen plenty of videos.
Yeah,
So
don't go to
I'll
Dallas.
leave Dallas alone.
Yeah,
How far are you from Austin?
about 2 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's not
Yeah,
too
no,
bad at all.
Houston and Austin are like you just like take one freeway and you hit it after an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
Is it all right to drive?
yeah,
Because driving over there's wild. Like y'all don't care about the speed limit.
no, not at all. Our left, so on our freeways, we have a left-hand lane, and that's the
Yep,
fast
and
lane.
that's also yep, and that can be the merging lane as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, no, no, no,
Oh
no.
shit!
Ours is the right lane. The right lane is the merging lane, but the left lane is the one
In
for speed.
LA's different. 'Cause
LA is completely different because LA does not have like their lights, like their traffic lights, don't have a yield light. It's if you can turn on green, you're turning. If you can't, you're waiting
yeah,
until you get a chance to. Over here, we got like
uh,
turning lanes and stuff like that, but our freeways are supposed to be like 65. But if you're in that left hand lane, you're going to be doing 85, and somebody's still going to be trying to pass you.
yeah,
Like that's how
yeah,
it is over here.
yeah. Because like I found that out like when I was driving. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just chill, do the speed limit. I think I said like 55 or something like that on the highway. I'm going from where was he going from? San Fran to San Jose to
Hmm.
watch the San Jose Sharks. I'm like looking, I'm like, oh yeah, getting overtaken by everyone. And I start looking at like all these older people overtaking me. I'm like, this is so weird. In Australia, they're the people that are doing like 10k under the speed limit on the
Yep.
highway. And I was like, I looked at my ex or my partner, whatever. I was like, I think I can go faster. She goes, but it says 55. You're doing 55. I was like, yeah, but everyone else ain't doing 55. But I was just like, fuck it. I'm just put flat everywhere. So,
Yep. Yeah.
but
In
yeah,
uh in Houston, like the speed limit says 65, but that's not really the speed limit. That's just a suggestion. Like
that's what I heard. You say suggestion. So what does that
yeah.
mean though?
So
Like,
if it says 65, that's the bare minimum you can do on the freeway. Like
oh
you need to be
shit.
doing over that. Like that's a
But
suggestion.
do you get stung for speeding? Like, what's the go there? Like,
No, dude, the cops don't care about speeding. Like it's not
I've
really
seen
as big a
that.
it's not as big a deal as everyone thinks it is because of TV. Cops don't care about
Yeah,
speeding. The only thing they care about is if you like shot somebody or,
yeah.
if you,
That's what I meant
crashed
by
into
when I
somebody. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I meant by you got way too much shit going on. Because like
Yeah, exactly, like
you do 7k. So we've got speed cameras everywhere. So if you get
mhm.
caught done 7k's over, you get a fine. That's fucking shit.
Oh. Yeah,
They're
no, they
onto it
don't
over here.
yeah, they don't care about stuff like that as much over here, like, if if you're speeding in, like, a small town or something, or you're speeding on, like, a street, yeah, that's
Yeah,
one thing. On a freeway, they don't give a shit, man, like, on a freeway,
yeah,
as long as you didn't kill nobody, you're good with whatever.
yeah. You're good, sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because when I was driving on the highway to go to Vegas, everyone slowed down for a minute, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then there was two cops, and they were just sitting like that, and they were sitting on the bonnet with their lights on, and they were just talking shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Look at these motherfuckers, just like chilling out, doing nothing, just trying to
Mhm.
not die."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like like, over here, like I was saying, like, it's as long as you didn't, like, legit break the law, they don't care about, like,
yeah,
speeding or anything. Like, I remember one time I had 2 of my best friends in the car with me, and we were doing, like, 100 down the freeway, and I passed the cop, and cop didn't care at all.
yeah, right. See, if you did that here, you'd be on the side of the road, get out of like just almost arrested straight away.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of cool cops where I've been let go of stuff, but
Yeah, I've
for
never really
drag racing,
oh, okay, yeah, see, I'll be on that Fast and the Furious stuff over there.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we call it going to Mexico. Everyone
Why?
goes to Mexico.
Oh, just to
Just
okay,
like
I
I
get
don't know,
just
it's a
to
saying. So you
it's
go to
one of those things,
Mexico.
like, you
Yeah,
say that so nobody knows what you're talking about, I guess, unless you're one of the
yeah,
people that
that's
knows what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, we slowed right down, and then as soon as we sped up, bang, the lights came on. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm ages
Uh,
away from home too. I was like, fuck, the way I'm gonna get my car towed, crushed.
oh,
But
yeah,
yeah,
don't
he
do
was
that.
pretty cool. He was actually a pretty nice cop. Yeah,
Yeah, I've
but
only I've
no,
only encountered a couple good cops. Like,
yeah, I was
most
lucky. I
cops
didn't really have to talk to any of the cops over there.
most cops I've encountered are assholes, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like most places. Um, I did talk to one cop in San Fran. He was pretty funny. He just made fun of my accent. That was about it.
That's fucked
And
up.
just
You
kept
got a
making me
cool
say shit.
accent. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, the other thing that was wild, y'all don't have to wear helmets on motorbikes and shit.
No, not at all.
That was crazy. So like, I remember I think I just watched the latest Rocky movie or whatever, and where they're doing the hood scene and everyone's on the dirt bikes and shit, doing
Yeah.
wheelies. I'm like, is this what happens in America or what? And then I get off the boat from just going to Alcatraz, and I get to these center lights, and there's 30 people on dirt bikes. I'm like, this is the movie scene. Oh my god! And then they just started doing wheelies and shit. I'm like, this is sick. And I was like, the cops didn't give a fuck. No one cares. I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah,
And,
it's
and
there's
then I got yelled at by one of the locals.
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I remember when I went to
For driving
Cali,
in the middle of the road.
god damn it. When I went to Cali, we had a lady at a sunglasses hut. You know, she was selling like tourist items and souvenirs and stuff. I went to buy a friend of mine some sunglasses, and she's sitting there fanning herself. She's like, "It's so hot out here," you know. It's like 85 out there, you know, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
not hot at all, especially on the coast right there where there's a
Yeah.
breeze,
Right.
you know. She's like, "It's so hot," and I was like, "Nah, it feels good."
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay." Well, she's like, "Well, I need to see your license so I can match it with the credit card." And I was like, "Okay, here." So I gave it to her, and she looks at it and goes, "Oh, Texas makes sense." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "That's why you don't think it's hot." And I was like, "No, I'm from Houston. It's hot over there." Like, and then you get even further down, like towards the
Yeah.
valley and stuff, and it's even hotter. Like over here, we have
Yeah.
like the
Right.
humidity and stuff, you know, like we don't get like good breezes
Yeah.
and shit like that. So it's just muggy and hot and gross all the time. And then when it's cold, it's like a wet
Yeah.
cold. So it's just like bitter, you know. It's not
Yeah.
fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get that here. It's not so much when it's cold, but like the hot, the humidity here, it sucks.
Does it get cold
And like
there?
it gets hot. Like, yeah, but like I don't think it gets cold like it gets cold over there. Like you can comfortably put a jeans on and like a jumper on and you'd be like, nice. Like it's a cold day here is probably like what, like 15 degrees? I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but
Man,
I'm
I
assuming
got
it's
up
not
this
that
morning,
bad.
bro. I got up this morning, bro. I had to have a hoodie on, some joggers, and a fucking beanie, and it was like
Yeah.
39 no, it was like 34 degrees this morning, which is almost freezing.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Well, yeah,
it's yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, you can
it's
sleep. You can, yeah. It's fine here. You can sleep with the aircon on all year round if you really wanted to.
fuck it. I'm moving to Australia.
Like here, anyway. Like it
I'm
gets
taking
cold in some spots in Australia,
I'm
but
taking my
where I
chances
am,
with
it's
the
not really
coconut
that
crabs and the
cold.
giant flying bats and shit.
And then if you go 4 hours, if you go 4 hours up, they never get cold. It never gets cold. Like places like Cairns, Early Beach, and it's just summer all year round.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm trying to
Unless it's
leave.
like 4 hours up the road.
That's where I'm going. I want it. I'm living in the beach
Just to
time
chill
all
out by
year
the
round.
pool.
That's where I'm
That's
going.
good.
I'm gonna drop 50 more pounds and I'm gonna move over there. Beach Somerville all year round.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
sir.
pretty nice up there. It's very nice up there.
I bet it's expensive.
Yeah.
Shit. Um. So
Yeah.
you bring up boogie boarding and surfing a
Don't have
lot.
to change like board shorts and thongs all day or every day.
Damn. You bring up boogie boarding and surfing a lot. Are those two things that you're pretty like passionate about? Uh, yeah, it's good to, you know, try and stay passionate about that stuff that, you know, you did when you were growing up. I know for you it's kind of hard, you know, like having a kid now and going to the gym to do your transformation stuff like that all the time, but you know, it's still one of those things you got to try and keep up with as much as you can, you know. It's like that old saying, use it or lose it, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I didn't realize so I thought someone stole my bodyboard,
Oh, okay.
and then I found out that it was at my brother-in-law's place, and this is how long I hadn't actually been on my bodyboard. It was like 5 years.
Oh shit.
But in my head, I thought it was like way like I hadn't bodyboard since I went to Bali, but yeah, I hadn't.
Damn.
So yeah, I was like to my brother-in-law, I'm like, someone stole my fucking bodyboard. I'm gonna have to get a new bodyboard and shit. He's like, what do you mean? It's at my house. I'm like, what? Since when? He's like, I don't know. I think since Bali. I was like, nah, surely not. But then yeah, there it was. My bodyboard, my fans, everything. I was like, fuck. Okay,
Damn.
cool,
So
easy.
like, what's the difference between bodyboarding and surfing?
Just standing up. One's laying down, one's standing up.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, like different moves and shit. But you can like on a bodyboard, you can drop knee, so you can get up on your knees. Um, yeah,
if
surfing's cool.
if I'm correct, isn't bodyboarding like the board just goes down like to your torso and that's it? Like it's
Yeah, pretty
literally just
much.
your body.
Yeah, just a lid basically.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, yeah,
That's
and a surfboard. You can get long boards, short boards. You know, it
yeah.
all depends on what you want.
I've always
So
wanted to learn how to surf, man. But like I said,
s-
we don't have beaches like that in Houston.
yeah, nah, surfing's good, man. I did it like when I was growing up and stuff, and I loved it. I
Yeah,
got pretty good, and I snapped my ankle skating,
that'll do it. That was
and
why
then
I've
yeah,
always wanted to try surfing was because I was good at skateboarding and I was like, it's it would take a little like getting used to, but I feel like since I got the balance down, I would probably be somewhat
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's the hardest part is like learning how to stand up. That's
Yeah,
it. So if you can skate and stuff, like it's just getting from your top, like on your belly up, and then
yeah.
once you get up, and then the quicker and the smoother you get it, like yeah, it's sweet.
Damn.
But, no,
I'm
I
gonna
reckon
come
you
to
can do it.
Australia one day and we're gonna surf, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got a few surfboards anyway, so
Bet.
we can strap
I'm
one down, fucking go.
I'm bring some wax. I'm gonna get me a suit and everything.
No, you don't need a suit.
Yeah, I know you don't, but like
It's
I want to I want to look
it's
professional
not
with
cold.
it.
All you need
Yeah,
is some board shorts, mate, and that's it. Away you
that's
go.
that's the point of like the suits is to keep you warm, right?
Yeah, you wear them in winter because the water
Oh,
gets a bit cold.
oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's like if you're a bit soft, you'll wear one.
Okay. I'm
I'm
not
taking
soft. Okay.
shots, but
Never
yeah.
mind. I'm not gonna wear one. I'm not soft. I'm not gonna wear one. We're good.
No, I used to wear one anyway. I used to wear one. I was like, fuck that. It does get cold, so but
Yeah.
no, in summertime you don't need one. It's way too hot to wear one in summer.
Oh, fuck that.
So yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever snowboarded?
No, I haven't. That's another one I'm thinking on my bucket list. I want to try one day. Same kind of thing. Like I said, skateboarding. I got the balance down. I feel like I'd be
Yeah,
somewhat okay at it.
yeah, I reckon you would be. It's just like again, like learning to get up and go. But once you learn that, it's pretty easy. It's
Yeah.
cruisy, especially if you've ridden like a longboard or anything like that,
Hmm.
like a long skateboard.
Yeah.
It's not much difference. It's cruising.
I'm trying to be the
Uh,
next Kelly Slater and Shaun White, man. Like I'm gonna be out there surfing and then go snowboarding out of nowhere.
I try to do that, but yeah, I remember that my talents aren't that good, so I was like, I just stay humble, I stick to what I know.
Just do it
So
for fun.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
fucked up a few times. Yeah, definitely have eaten some shit doing
Yeah.
both. I got a scar on my head from surfing
How'd you
somewhere
get
there.
that?
So when I was younger, I was pretty cocky, and I watched this girl. Literally, this is how bad like I thought this was. But I watched a girl drop in, get barreled, come out, and I was like, in this, it was a pretty hectic spot, and I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. You know that old mentality. Well, that didn't end up very so well, and I took this wave, and I just come down, and I ate shit straight away, and I came back up, and the next wave came and smashed my board straight into my head. So I come out and there was just blood everywhere. I looked at one dude and like, this is how crazy it is in Australia. I was like, hey man, am I bleeding? And old mate goes, well, you got a little bit of blood. You'll be right. I'm like, but should we be worried about sharks? He's like, nah, she'll be right. So I paddled around for like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, my head's starting to hurt. And as soon as I come in, I had a white shirt, and there was just blood everywhere. And I was like, maybe it's worse than what I think. And then yeah, I ended up having to go to hospital and getting some like stitches and shit.
Did you see a shark?
But yeah, it's like, nah, I didn't. Thank God.
Yeah.
I have
good.
footage. Remind me later. I have footage of me surfing at night. I can't remember where it is, but like all you can hear is just me paddling around and then like catching a wave. But it's like pitch black.
Bet.
And apparently there was a shark in that area like that night.
Oh shit!
But I couldn't see it, so I
That's
couldn't
what
see
I was gonna
shit.
say.
So
Like, that's what I was gonna say. If you didn't see it, it wasn't there.
that's it. That's it.
You got to tell yourself. If I didn't see it, it wasn't
Yeah,
there. Like, I'm good.
yeah. No, there's this one spot where we used to surf. Actually, it was like it's a good 40-minute paddle from land out to the island, and it's called Old Woman Island, and it's just like deep water. It's like it's pretty full on. Most people get a boat and they head over. Anyway, me and a few mates paddled out there, and we got halfway. And you know when you get that feeling when you're getting stalked by something, like you can just feel like someone's watching you. I looked at my mate when he looked at me at the same time, and I was like, "Can you do you feel like a little bit creeped out right now?" He goes, "Yeah, I feel like someone's watching me." I was like, "Yeah, same." I'm pretty sure there was a big shark, but there's always heaps of sharks out there.
You're saying that like
So yeah,
it's
that
just.
was pretty wild.
You're saying that like we talk
But yeah,
about
I
pigeons
don't
here.
recommend
Like,
pigeons.
yeah, you're saying that like we talk about pigeons. Like, oh, there's a pigeon over there. You're
Oh
just, oh, there's a shark.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't know. Like you're in the water, so you know that they're there. But yeah,
yeah.
like tiger sharks, great whites, bull sharks. They're pretty common.
I got a hammerhead on my arm. You ever seen a hammerhead?
A mate caught a hammerhead.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've had a mate catch a hammerhead shark off a spot where we used to always surf,
Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty wild. It was like I didn't know that they were a thing here, but now I know that they're a thing here. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's like
Yeah.
I'll get a notification on my app that there's a new shark nearby or something, and it'll say, "Oh, 12-foot hammerhead shark off the Gulf of Mexico," and I'm like, how does that even work? I didn't know that they could migrate that far, and like you'll look and see their
Yeah,
migration patterns, and you'll see some coming from like Morocco by Africa and stuff like that, and then just migrating all the way over here, and it's crazy. Like, sharks are cool, even if they could eat you.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So do you have like a yeah? I was gonna say, do you have like a I don't know what you call it, like a SeaWorld type thing over there where there's sharks and shit?
Um, they have a SeaWorld somewhere in like Cali, I believe, but over here
Like
we just
here
have
we have Underwater World. And it's not that far away.
no, we have like an aquarium in Houston, but they only have like
Oh my bad.
they only have like the small sharks and stuff like that, like they don't have any crazy sharks. From what I know, there's only one great white shark in captivity and it's somewhere in California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I've been to SeaWorld at
Oh,
San
really?
Diego. At
Okay.
San Diego.
Hmm.
That was pretty wild. I seen that dolphin. I mean, not that dolphin. That killer whale.
Yeah.
That famous one.
Yeah. Shamu.
He looked so sad and depressed.
They all do, man. I feel so bad
Shamu.
for like
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks before he died.
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for all the animals they keep over there, man, because they like the dicks to them. Like sometimes they do it for the right reasons because they're just trying to research the
yeah,
animals and stuff, but they're assholes to them for the most part.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
San Diego's a wild place.
really?
Yeah, that's right on the border of Mexico.
Yeah, it is.
And I remember I had to turn around to like go back because like I like to just like try and figure stuff out, like without like doing maps and stuff. In America, it's probably not the greatest idea because you got roads everywhere. You got like an A1, M1, C1, this, that, and whatever. But
Yeah.
I realized I was driving to Mexico, and it was like, this is the last turning point before you have to go to the border or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna turn around here then. And then we went to turn around, and it was the most ghetto place ever. I was like smashing the lock button. This car in front of me just randomly stops. This prostitute gets out. I'm just like, holy fuck, where the fuck am I? And then I drove around him and just legged it. I was like foot flat out of there.
Yeah. That's one of those things, like, you gotta know where you're going, like, especially if it's, like, another country or something, you know, like, that's one of those things you can't really just try and, like, figure it out, you know, like,
Uh,
you need to know where you're
I like to
going.
try and wing it, all right? I like to try and wing it. So my first night in Japan, um, actually twice. So the first time I fucked up my flights and I ended up in Japan 12 hours before all my friends. I can't speak Japanese. So I like, get out of like Tokyo airport at Narita. I'm like, I don't have anywhere to stay. Like I got nothing, no idea. I'm like, I'll just follow this yellow line and just keep going. Everything's kind of like it's a bit of English, bit of this, and I'm like giggling because actually when I come out of like the visa section, whatever, I didn't know what I was writing, and the lady's just like trying to help me, but she couldn't speak English. And then I finally showed her where I was staying, so she's like, "Oh, okay, yep, sweet as," wrote it down, and then we walked out. And I'm like, fuck, where do I stay? What do I do for 12 hours? I'm like, I don't know Japan that well. I'm like, you know what? I'll get in a taxi and I'll just see like what he can offer. I get to the taxi rank and he can only just speak English. Like he hadn't spoken in 20 years. And he's like, so I'm trying my hardest to explain to him that I have no accommodation. And I'm laughing because he's like trying to like understand what I'm saying. He's like, where have you got to go? I was like, I have nowhere to go. Like, how do I say this? And then he finally
Yeah.
understood what I was saying. And then he got accommodation for me, but that was pretty good. But then the second time when I went to Japan by myself, I got so drunk on the first night. I put my do you have Waze, the
Yeah.
maps?
Yeah.
I stupidly decided that I'd put it in Japanese and then while I was drunk as try and figure out how to get home. So it's speaking to me in Japanese. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I winged it. I finally made it home.
Why are you like this, man? Like,
It makes it fun. It makes it fun.
you have good stories, I get it.
Yeah. It's like in America, like me and the missus, she's like, we could walk home or get a taxi. I'm like, let's walk. And I'm like, surely we'll figure it out. Yeah, nah, we went the wrong way. We walked past this homeless dude he was out of his mind. And he kind of was a little bit intimidating. But I walked
Yeah.
straight past him. And then I was like, figured out we were walking the wrong way and that we had to walk past him again. I was like, we're getting in a taxi because fuck that.
Yeah.
But, sorry, one thing you won't like is the service over here is pretty wild. It's not like America
Uh-huh.
because you work on tips. We don't work on tips. We get a wage, and it's a pretty good wage. So they don't have to be nice to you.
Yeah.
In America, you get free refills. You get all this cool shit. Everyone's so nice because they're trying to work really hard for their tips. Here in
Yeah.
Australia, we don't give a fuck about you. Just order what you want. That's all you get.
I would love it. I'd be like, "Yep, Imma yell at y'all too. What's up?" Nah. When I went to Cali, the first night we were there, uh, I went and saw my favorite band play, and then we went to Panda Express right after to go get food and then go back to the Airbnb. And there's this little girl working behind the counter, and I'm telling you, like 5'3", tiny little girl. And then this like 6'1" like ghetto ass white lady. And the white lady's like, "Hey, I told you I wanted this right here, blah blah blah." And the girl looks at her. She goes, "Okay, give me a second, I got you." And she was like, "I told you this, blah blah blah." And the little girl looks at her, and goes, "Do not yell at me. I will put this back, and you can get out my restaurant." And I was like, "Oh, I love it here. Hell yeah!" She just screamed at that
Yeah.
lady, and I was like, and the lady looked at her, and goes, "Well, damn, give me what I ordered then." And she's like, "I'll give it to you, but you better calm down." And I was like, "Yo, that's what's up." In Texas, them little girls would have just been like, "Oh, okay, here, I'll give it to you. Okay, I messed up, sorry," and they probably would have ran off and cried.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well,
It's not too bad.
depending on the side of town you're on in Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Nah, fuck. Yeah, no, I found the food over there was pretty good. Just couldn't
Yeah.
get over the service. The service was ridiculously good.
God damn it.
The fucking Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
The Cheesecake Factory. God damn. God damn, that Cheesecake Factory is good.
What other foods did you like while you were out there?
I remember we went there and it was like lunchtime. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm not trying to eat no dessert. And I get this fucking tribal fucking menu. I was like, holy shit. Arby's?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
Have you Arby's?
No. Arby's, no.
Arby's is good.
No. Don't you lie to yourself like that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why do you Americans hate Arby's?
It's not good, man. Like, Arby's is,
See,
I guess
I
it's
like
okay.
it.
I guess it's okay
You'll
if you
hype up In-N-Out too much.
No. I do not hype up In-N-Out. In-N-Out is ass. Anybody from Cali that's watching this, y'all
You
hype
all
In-N-Out
hype
up
up
too much.
In-N-Out way too much.
I don't hype In-N-Out up at all. I had it while I was in Cali. Ass.
In-N-Out was not that cracked up.
No. In-N-Out, ass. Not good. Mm-mm.
There's two things on the menu, and he couldn't understand what I was saying. He's like, what? I was like, what do you mean, what? I just want that thing. Plus, you all say numbers. We say what we want.
Bro, the In-N-Out I went to was in some ghetto-ass neighborhood that was, like, ran by Latin kings or some shit. I went over there. I got 2 burgers, ordered them animal style, and some fries. The fries, ass. I should have just had the 2 burgers, and I probably would have been happy. But anybody I've ever met that loves In-N-Out, I can't trust them.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I went to like an Express. There was like 2 things on the menu. But see, you say like the number. Like you guys like, I'll have a large number 2.
Yeah.
Whereas we go, I'll have a large McChicken meal. Like or whatever, you know, like we say what we actually want.
Yeah.
And then they didn't understand what I was saying. He's like, can you slow down? You're speaking too fast. I was like, I'm not speaking that fast, man. Like, come on.
Oh, he probably didn't understand.
How hard you doing? Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I was real frustrated by the end of it. I was probably really frustrated, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah. No, there's like In-N-Out and Arby's, man. Like, I probably would rather eat Arby's over In-N-Out, but both of them I'm not going out of my way to get.
Yeah. I think also, like, when I was at Arby's, like, we were sitting down and, like, a couple of army people walked in and it was cool to watch everyone get up and say thank you for their services, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Here in Australia, we don't do that. We see army people walk in, we're like, oh, here we go. Here's this cockhead.
Yeah. The army people over here, like, they're a big deal depending on the person, because there can be some that are just really annoying. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When you come to Texas, you got to have Whataburger.
As soon as an AJ walks in. Well, I've heard about this.
Whataburger?
Sounds good.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Whataburger. That's that shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really suggest anything here that's like over the top. That's like, yeah, you got to try this because everything that we have, you've already sort of got.
Y'all eat kangaroo?
The only thing, hey,
Do y'all eat kangaroo?
uh like people do eat kangaroo. You can buy kangaroo from the shops. Yes,
Interesting. Is it good?
you can buy kangaroo. Yeah, it's not bad. They're high in protein, like high in protein.
I'm gonna look this up right now.
Oh, Kangabangers.
What is that?
Kangaroo back. They got kangaroo like sausages.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. Kanga. I spelled kangaroo wrong.
KNGR KANAR. Fuck, there you're
Kangaroo.
making it.
I can't. I'm dumb.
So am I, don't worry.
Okay. Kangaroo. Let's see. I change that to ounces. Let's see. 8 ounces of Damn! 8 ounces of kangaroo is 50 grams of protein.
Yeah, it's high in protein.
Dude, what the hell? All
Like
right.
high in protein.
I guess I gotta try kangaroo one day. Fuck. I want to eat
That's
kangaroo.
pretty. It's not bad. Like yeah, like it's not too bad.
Interesting. Damn. You got any more wild stories you want to tell before we get off of here, man?
Not really that I can think of off the top of my head, like just lived a wild life, but yeah, not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I've noticed. We're definitely gonna have to bring you back on here one day and talk some more stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because,
definitely. I should have thought of it more, but I was like, oh, I'll tell that story, and then yeah, no, we'll have to talk about it. My phone's about to die too, so
yeah. Well, that's all good, man. Well, it's been nice chatting with you about this, man. I'll bring you on here again for sure, and we'll get some more stories
yeah,
under the belt.
yeah,
But
definitely. Hopefully, you can come over soon, and
yeah,
we can
dude.
party
Yeah.
and show
Or
you
you
what's
come
up.
either that, or if you come to Houston soon, let me know, man.
I definitely want to try and come soon.
I want to try
Definitely.
and go to Australia for sure. So, all right, man. It's
Yeah.
been a good time. I'll talk to you later.
Uh, you, sounds good, bro. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Later on, man. So, as y'all see, that was the end of this episode. Tobias a little crazy, man, but it's all good. That's my boy. So, y'all be on the lookout. There'll be some more going on soon. So, I'll talk to y'all later.